Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Friday, July 21st, 2023. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer. And I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has explained the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with each of them. In doing this puja, we are connecting with some of those light beings, and we are inviting their positive blessings to flow into us and also into our world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I have drawn the chart in chalk on a little blackboard that's laying flat on a side table here. Also, for doing the puja, I have a container of water. I have a lit tea light, an incense stick, a bell, a raisin, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. I start with sprinkling some of the water, a few drops of water, on all four sides of the blackboard so that the space where the puja is happening is being purified with water. I also sprinkle a few drops of water on top of my own head, and I send a few drops of water out into space towards all of you symbolically, so that whether we're watching it live or later on a replay, everyone is purified going into the puja. Now, I start with invoking Ganesha, archetype who removes obstacles and also is a patron of astrology. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. I ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove obstacles in the lives of all of the participants in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of our lives. I ask Ganesha to remove obstacles for all of us now and always, and I thank him for his help with this. Now we do a short Tamil chant asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. I know I have an American accent, so please be patient with that if you are a Tamil speaking person. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank Saint Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we start with honoring the time elements or the time Shaktis that are active right now in my local area. We start with first honoring the planet that's ruling the day. Today is Friday, ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Next, we honor the star that the moon is in. Right now, the moon is in a star called Purva Palguni. This is one of the relationship stars. It's also a star that gives blessings for material prosperity and for rest and relaxation. It also happens to be my birth star. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Purva Palgunaye Namaha. Om Purva Palgunaye Namaha. Om Purva Palgunaye Namaha. Next, we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. In my local area, we are in the fourth waxing moon, called Chaturthi in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chaturthi Devye Namaha. Om Chaturthi Devye Namaha. Om Chaturthi Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet ruling the hour. In my local area right now, this is Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the Karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these, we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Varian, which has energies of luxurious comfort. Varian, Varian, Varian. And the Karana that's active right now is one called Vanisha, which has energies that are mercantile. Vanisha, Vanisha, Vanisha. Now, we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. We look for the sign that is the ascendant. This is right now in the sign of Karkataka or Cancer. Ascendant means the sign coming up on the eastern horizon. And this is in my local area, that it's the sign of Cancer. Dr. Pillai said we start with honoring the planet that's ruling the ascendant sign as a gesture to his importance at the moment. Cancer is ruled by the moon. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now, starting in the sign of the ascendant, we're going to go around the chart in a clockwise direction, stopping in each sign that has one or more planets in it. Today in Cancer, we have the Sun and also Mercury. We start with honoring the Sun. I put flower petals on him. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The sun is in a star called Pushya, a star considered to be the most spiritually auspicious of all the stars. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Pushyaye Namaha. Om Pushyaye Namaha. Om Pushyaye Namaha. Pushya star is ruled by Brihaspati, a form of Jupiter in which he's a very high teacher, teaching even to the gods. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Pusha's star is ruled by Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Now we honor Mercury for being in Cancer. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Mercury is in a star called Aslesha, a star that can give blessings for mystical power. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Asleshaye Namaha. Om Asleshaye Namaha. Om Asleshaye Namaha. Aslesha's star is ruled by the Nagas, ancient light beings who know secrets about cycles of time and also have great wisdom. We ask for their blessings, and I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Nagasye Namaha. Om Nagasye Namaha. Om Nagasye Namaha. Aslesha's star is ruled by the Nagas, whom we just did. It's also ruled, the planet that rules Aslesha's star is Mercury. Mercury is very comfortable to be sitting in a star today that he rules. I put more flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and we reflect on Karkataka, or Cancer, the most emotionally sensitive of all the zodiac signs, today containing the sun, which is our soul, and also a planet so important for our health and our self-esteem, and Mercury, planet that helps with communication, business, our sense of humor, and our ability to have pattern recognition. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi, or sign with the planet in it, is Simha, or Leo, which today contains Venus and Mars and the moon. Venus and Mars are in the same star, so we will invoke both of them before we honor the star. I start with Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Next, we honor Mars for being in Leo. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Venus and Mars are both in a star called Magha, a star that can give blessings for royalty consciousness and high self-esteem. I put the flower petals across Venus and Mars. Om Magaye Namaha. Om Magaye Namaha. Om Magaye Namaha. Magha's star is ruled by the Pitris, ancestors who have moved on into higher planes of light and are able to send us their blessings. Om Pitrisye Namaha. Om Pitrisye Namaha. Om Pitrisye Namaha. Magha's star is ruled by Ketu. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we honor the moon for being in Leo. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Purva Phalguni. This is a star that has energy for relationships. It also is a star that can give blessings for material prosperity, for rest, for relaxation. One of the nicknames for this star is the party star. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Purva Phalgunaye Namaha. Om Purva Phalgunaye Namaha. Om Purva Phalgunaye Namaha. Purva Phalguni star is ruled by Bhagya, an archetype who can give blessings for good fortune. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Purva Phalguni star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Leo, which is the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Simha or Leo, a zodiac sign that it's an environment that supports power, leadership, an environment that can help us with the government or any dealings we're having with government agencies. Today, containing Venus, planet of love and beauty, material plane comforts and the arts, and Mars, planet of courage and willpower, planet that can give blessings for healing and for protection, and the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, and it's something that can help us with receptivity to light. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. I honor Ketu and put flower petals on him. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Chitra, a star that can give blessings for creativity and craftsmanship. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Chitra star is ruled by Tvashtar, an archetype who is a master craftsman. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Chitra star is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign that has energy for balance, fairness, harmony. Today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put flower petals on Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that Dr. Pillai says can help with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Satabisha, a star that can give blessings for healing and also for interest in esoteric subjects. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Satabisha star is ruled by Varuna, archetype who rules the rain and the oceans. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Satabisha star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian of all the zodiac signs, today containing Saturn, planet of patience, compassion, service, planet of structure, planet of organization and discipline. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Neptune, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Uttara Bhajapada. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can help us with business development. Om Uttara Bhajapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhajapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhajapadaye Namaha. Uttara Bhajapada star is ruled by Ayurbundia, an archetype who can help to guard treasures and valuables. Om Arbundiyaye Namaha. Om Arbundiyaye Namaha. Om Arbundiyaye Namaha. Uttara Bhajapada star is ruled by Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, the most transcendental of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that Dr. Pillai says helps with intuition and with understanding our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Last but not least, in our tour around the chart this morning, the next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Misha or Aries, which today contains Rahu and Jupiter and Uranus. All three of them are in a different star. I start with Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Rahu is in a star called Ashwini, a star that gives blessings for healing and for speed. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumaras, horse-headed twins who have tremendous healing energies. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by Ketu. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we honor Jupiter for being in Aries. I put flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Bharani, a star that has a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or power. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Barnihe Namaha. Om Barnihe Namaha. Barney's star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Barney's star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor Uranus for being in Aries. I put flower petals on him. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Uranus is in a star called Kritika, a star that gives energy for truth. I put the flower petals on Uranus. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Kritika's star is ruled by Agni, archetype who rules the fire element. And also Agni can give blessings for positive transformation and for purification. I put the flower petals on Uranus. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Kritika's star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies, today containing Rahu, planet that helps us to think outside the box. Jupiter, planet that helps with higher spiritual teachings, a planet that helps with optimism, and also can help with increasing wealth. And Uranus, planet that helps, Dr. Pillai says, helps with creativity, higher intelligence, creative abilities, and also a planet that can help with astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it in the right hand. I hold it above the chart that's drawn on the blackboard with many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings we've just invoked. Now, I take a lit incense stick to offer the air element and a sweet fragrance, and I circle this above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now I'm going to ring a bell to offer the element of sound. Now I take a raisin, a small fruit representing the earth element, and I circle this above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. And later in the day, I will eat this raisin as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Right now, I make prayer hands And I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking each of them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us, and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear. And may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I make a prayer for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened countries, enlightened laws, enlightened civilizations. And I make a prayer asking for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for about a minute, and then we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all very much for being here. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. Today is the first Valley Friday. This is a month called Vallii. It goes from mid-July to mid-August. And there's a lot of goddess energy available during this month. And on Fridays, the goddess energy is very strong. Today also happens to be Andal Jayanti. Jayanti means it's the birthday of an enlightened being or an archetype. Andal was a woman who lived in Tamil Nadu a few centuries ago, and she is famous for her devotion to Vishnu, and she's famous for the lyrical poetry that she wrote, praising Vishnu, talking to him as if he's her lover or her husband. It's very beautiful poetry, and perhaps not well known outside of Tamil Nadu, but you can find on the internet, if you go out and put something like poems by Andal, you could find maybe some of the verses or translated into English and get a feel for her that way. So it's her birthday and Valley Friday as well. So there's a lot of positive goddess energy. Andal is also sometimes considered an incarnation of Lakshmi, and that she was married to Vishnu in that incarnation with Vishnu staying in more of a light body form. So that's an announcement for today. The other announcement would be that the Feast of Mary Magdalene in North America is tomorrow, July 22nd. And Ronnie on this channel, Donna, will be having a program tomorrow at in the morning, and she's going to talk about the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. She's going to share information, and then she's invited me to do a hydration ceremony that will include hydration for Mary Magdalene, Jesus, Mother Mary, Yahweh, and also a chance to do sort of a self-baptism with some water if you're interested for that. So those are my announcements. Evelyn is saying you can't see any of the top messages nowadays, so those coming later can't see them. Okay, I'm sorry for that. It's hard for me to repost anything while I'm talking. Once I start doing the puja, I really can't do any more typing until we get to where you're going to have a few moments of silence. But thanks for letting me know that. I see somebody, it might be Ronnie, has posted, there's going to be the Shrimbrazi community call coming right up after this program. So we'll need to clear out of Zoom so that Ronnie can set that up, but she's given the link for that as well. So we very much appreciate those of you who click on the like button, those of you who subscribe to the channel, as it does help the channel to grow. I will be here again next week, Monday through Friday, and I hope that you check out some of the other programs on this channel. Namaste. The light in me truly honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all. Have a blessed weekend.